Hey, what's up? This is Sunny and you're watching the Infinity Interviews. Don't fucking fall asleep, you fucking bum.
You've done 2 albums. They both flopped. What now? Like it's over.
Lately I'm suicidal. Drop out the whip when it's not an idol. Cutting my wrist with this fucking vinyl. I would never like a fucking idol. Yo.
What's up? Let's go check out the crib. Yeah. It's like fast forward. You're like, this is my toilet. What's up, bro? You're watching Infinity fucking shit. Hey, man, you're watching Infinity Interviews. Hey, guys, this is Sunny. We just did an interview right here with Infinity. You know, reverse the roles. Something about myself. Shit, dog. I just want to fucking make it. Please, please listen to my music.
All she wants is Chanel. All I do is chase her. Too many girls in myself. How could you just love me? I don't know. How could you just love me? Cause I don't. How could you just love someone like me?
Loving.
Long time friend,
Long time.
long time producer.
Long
For all
time.
you those that know, you know what?
I'll start it off. We used
Okay.
to work at a rancho, and then this ugly ass nigga came up. He's like, "Oh, I heard you rap," and I'm like, "Nah, I don't. I spit flame." Nah, I'm playing. So I met him at rancho, and then I was like, "Hey, just come through my studio, and I'll record you." And then I ended up recording a whole fucking album for the guy.
Yeah,
So
little clip of
hit him with it.
roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. If it's gonna happen, let it just like it's supposed to. Never be afraid.
Go down like a soldier.
I've been having these visions of rappers talking about something else and just living in prison. And if they talk about prison, it's how they broke away like light in a prison. No more money and gold, only people and soul. Fuck what you've been told. We're all equal, don't you know? Tupac said we rose from the concrete. I see 5 roses, riding 5 deep in a Cadillac. We try to be good, but boy, man, we bad at that. Fuck a Pokemon card, that's a rat-a-tat. I just snap back, watch your neck snap back. I'm just saying, everybody pass the blunt, pass that, pass that.
The blonde fool.
Yeah, roller coaster was with
Versaletic.
Versaletic. Woo!
Do you consider yourself more of a producer or a songwriter?
Okay. I consider myself an artist first,
Okay.
and then everything else is just part of the art. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
you can paint, but that's not the only form of paint that there is. There's people who like add texture to paint. There's people who like a dude who works with marble. It kind of looks like a painting in the sense that it's no longer, it's 3D. And I'm talking some bullshit, but what I'm really trying to say is that I just feel like it's all part of the art. Like,
Who do you say you're most influenced by?
you know, yikes. Like, when it comes to lyrics, it has to be Kendrick,
Yeah.
because he spits shit that's real simple, but it's impactful. When it comes to just energy, Young, bro, that's a lot of artists. I'll just stick with Kendrick. I love Kendrick a lot, bro. Kendrick is fucking good.
I do see a lot of Kendrick in some of your music. Like,
Oh, dude, I would play Kendrick and people be like, "Is that you?" Because I sound like him. Not that
Yeah.
he sounds like me in any fucking. I would imitate his flows and shit like that and styles like that, and it's just because that's who I wanted to be. Now I'm just like, dude, I used to listen to Kendrick. One time I listened to Good Kid, Mad City for a fucking year straight. No other artist. I didn't listen to anybody else. And my friends would be like, I have a few friends in my rap group. They'd be like, "Hey, bro, you need to listen to other artists." I'd be like, "No, it's Mike Kenny." Like, I was so obsessed. But now I'm like, there's like, you know, have you ever heard of Slump God, Ski Mask?
so say you're making your own beats now. You know, you're producing your own beats.
I mean, I only did that not because I'm good at it. I'm very bad at it, but it's like you wanna know what's in the box before you think outside of it. So like if you really listen to we're getting another one. So if you like listen to a beat, you know, the same way I can hear a song and be like, all right, they did this effect, they did that effect. Once you understand what a producer does, the song loses its magical touch.
Well, what I wanted to talk about also was your podcast, because I see you gaining momentum with that, starting to get more subscribers, more followers.
Yo, it's crazy. I'm just talking mad shit about politics. That's all it is. Bro, okay, so the podcast, Fresh Out the Oven podcast, bro, we don't get drunk at the podcast though.
Right. Cheers. This is the Infinity interview.
We should. Goddamn.
I'm sorry. That was a very interesting start.
That's like we gotta start somehow.
Okay.
That one where I screamed, that intro, that's the start. I was just looking at the wall and I just started screaming.
I get, yeah, because you get your mind out. That's how you just like
start
icebreaker. Icebreaker.
Icebreakers. How's it going, guys? Fresh out the oven. Oh, guys, a Fresh Out the Oven podcast here. Sunny. All the other boys are currently busy with school, and they're actually, they're being auctioned. They're part of the slave trade going on right now. They're headed out to Colorado, and they're high altitudes and even higher wheat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! Dispensaries left and right.
Man, no, but they close after a certain time.
They
Me
do.
and my friends drove. Let me tell you the story.
All right, go ahead.
Me and my friends. Okay, first time we went to Colorado.
Before you start, a special guest here evaded me 3 times for this podcast, but he's finally, bro. I prayed in La Virgen de Guadalupe. Oh, that white rose fall down. We got introduce yourself, homie.
Hugo Infinity. What's up? Yeah, this is Hugo Infinity here.
I started at my job. I'll be driving a lot, and I started I'm like, oh, what's this podcast shit? And I heard it. I started off hearing God, what was it? DJ EFN and Nori. They have this podcast called Drink Champs, where they get drunk, but with rappers. That shit was hilarious, and like I got to learn about like all these rappers and their backstories. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And I just started I started listening more and more to podcasts, because it's just such a good form of entertainment, but news at the same time, or comedy. Like it's really whichever. So I was looking for someone to do podcasts with. I hit y'all up. Y'all weren't too interested, and that's fine. I'm not gonna back. Like it's really something you have to dedicate yourself to, and it's like. And plus we had terrible schedules. We were doing podcasts like at 2 a.m. at night. We had funny shit with you though. People loved your fucking dick hat, the towel that hangs with the dick. People loved it. That shit was funny.
Oh yeah, that's some crazy wild.
That was some crazy shit. And then I've been talking to one of my friends, and like I met up with an old friend named Raymond, who goes by Jives on the podcast. He's like, let's fucking do it. I've been wanting to do a podcast, and I said, thank you, Lord, finally someone, right? So we meet up, first couple podcasts, I'm just like, shit, like, damn, I don't, like, this dynamic's good, but we just need, like, I don't know, it's been growing, like, I kept introducing bits that I just dropped, because I'm just like, they're kind of whack, or like,
experimenting with it, you know?
I'm experimenting, yeah, we're like in our 16th episode in, and last time I checked, we had like 40 views on one, like, in total, I saw the statistic yesterday, it was like 436 total views. Which is insane for podcasts that are an hour long with no marketing experience. We just kind of tell niggas that maybe people will listen. Maybe people usually don't listen, and that's fine because I can understand. Because I was hesitant to like, oh, an hour 36. Why? To make it an environment where someone just feels like, I really feel like I'm one of the guys here.
Oh yeah.
Because it's all guys. I mean, there's girl podcasts. I'm not discriminatory.
Definitely.
Get wage gap. Come on, guys. Let's get it together. So.
It's on SoundCloud and YouTube.
It's on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and on iTunes. And that's
okay.
cool. I mean, it's just a political podcast. I've always been a political guy. I grew up like that. My dad, hella political.
Very influenced by politics because you're very passionate about politics. Do you put politics into your music, or do you feel like you're still entertaining with music?
So that's the tough part about my life, because I'm like, damn. If you look at the trend now, rapping about politics is whack as fuck. Let's just be honest. You need to talk about fucking bitches and getting home.
I disagree, but that's a whole nother. Well, we can talk about that.
I mean, if we look at
let's talk about
statistics,
that.
let's look. I mean, people who are popping off. It's much so. It's one thing to pop off from the underground talking about bitches and hoes. That's a really easy thing. You know, if we really look at the trends, like from Lil Yachty to Lil Uzi to Slump God to Suicide Boys to just Rich Chigga, like all these people who are very bad at rap, but they have good cadences, but don't really say anything of value. So to say that rappers who don't talk about, like, you can talk about fucking bitches the same way Kendrick does. It's cool to talk about it because we do love it. Like, let's not be hypocrites. I love fucking bitches. I haven't fucked a bitch in a while. Like, you know what I mean? And I love getting drunk, and I love like doing other activities, right? But I do feel that it's more important to talk about stuff that maybe J. Cole talks about, but with more energy.
So why do you feel like it's more, artists are more inclined to entertain and, you know, hype up all these negative aspects instead of informing about politics?
So it's like, that's why I have a podcast, because I want to be, as an artist, I feel like my job is to entertain. And, you know, I can sacrifice a bit of that, you know, like real woke talk, so to say, and I'll put it in the podcast because that'll fill my quench of like, okay, I did something, which is very, you know, self-centered, but it's alright, we're all flawed. But it's like, I just really feel like if you don't really make a song that makes people have fun, like, that's kind of our job as artists to like, hey, it's time to like have fun and get crunk and dance to music. It's like, if you look at like, bro, tell me what Latinos, you can make a song that's about the people, but it's gotta be danceable. Shakira ain't making no songs like XXX Tentacion, which is, they're terrible mostly, where he does that weird like poetry, like stuff like that. Like, it's always just banging music that dances to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So that's Latino culture, where we dance to music. It's like, what does it mean to help a person if you really ask about it? Should I constantly tell them, oh, this is my ideals, this is what I think is right, and this is what we should do, and we should fight for our rights, and Black Lives Matters, and you should be able to take a meal. Like, I can talk about that stuff all day, but that doesn't always make me feel good. Like, we have to have a good balance of living in our, like, I don't think it's wrong to live sometimes in this delusional world, and sometimes in a very real world, because I feel like when you live in a very, very real world, it's a very depressing world.
Do you feel like you just really want to just entertain, you make people feel good, or do you feel like you do want to make an impact?
No, goddamn, you know, as I feel like artists are always a little bit, you know, narcissistic, so a bit of it is me letting go of my feelings that I have like withering inside of me and causing me to be like a depressive prick. You know, like whether it's heartbreak or girls who treat me wrong, or it's like my growing up like, you know, in a shitty household. Another part of it is me honestly and generally wanting to help people, because it's a great feeling to help people. It really is. It's awesome to hear people like say your lyrics, because it like, oh, that, you know, I don't know why, but it's really cool. Like I bump that shit all day. It's like, you know, I'm glad to hear that. You're like, because I know music has the effect that when I was growing up, I had to bump Eminem, because that shit was a lifesaver, bro. Like, there's times where I was like, I had a terrible fucking day, and then I had an even worse day at my house, where it was a fucking insane nut house in there. And I'd have to like, I try to like, I could just leave the house and I'd be like in tears and shit like that, and God knows where I'd end up. Like, but like I had my M, bro, and when he was talking that shit, I would just say the lyrics and I just calm down, because that's like what music does to you. It's just like, it's a bit of a disconnect from life, but it's also at the same time someone telling you, hey, bro, you're not alone. It's just pretty fucking wild here. If you want to be mad, bro, let's be fucking mad together.
Yeah.
If you want to be like, hey, let's talk about some real shit, let's talk about some real shit together. If you just want to fuck some hoes, bro, let's fuck some hoes together.
What makes you Sunny?
That's what I'm searching for so goddamn hard. Because I think the one biggest thing every artist needs to do is like find like what makes them different. I like to say, and I like to believe, that I want to add the right dose of truth with a very large bat of turn up. I just want to sneak bars in there that people go, oh shit. One of my, like, I just dropped this project called Spring Sorrows with my group Dark Wave. And
Keep talking. I'll see if I can look it
So
up.
a lot of my friends, I put 4 songs. One I made like the night beforehand because like they fucking copyrighted my shit because I grabbed this dope jazz track. But like probably the most popular song right there now is "Bitch You Thought," which is like jump out the whip when it's not an idol. Cut my wrist with this cut my wrist feeling.
Wait. Lately I'm suicidal. Chop out the whip when it's not an idol. Cutting my wrist with this fucking vinyl. I would never like a fucking idol. Yo, lately I'm suicidal. Chop out the whip when it's not an idol. Cutting my wrist with this fucking vinyl. I would never like your fucking idols.
Suicidal, something like that, right? So I'm talking about like, damn, I'm like, cause sometimes I'll be driving, bro. I'll straight as did be driving, be like, I just want to crash my car into this wall right here. Like I just fuck it, and crash, right? So I said, I'll talk about that. Where it's very real, where I do like suffer from this shit where I just fucking hate myself, and I'll be like, god damn, like what the hell's wrong with me, right? But I'll put it in a very turn up form where it's like yeah, I don't know, I don't know how I did it. I was just very honest in the track, but I was very fun with it. I was like, jump out the whip when it's not an idol. Like I had a dope beat behind it, which was great. I forgot who produced it, but it's like it was a mix of very to honest to God real, where I really wasn't talking about fucking bitches and getting hoes, which is the same thing, isn't it? I wasn't. I even said. I think I forgot what I said. I said I want the Grammy to save all your hoes or something like that. Something stupid. I don't give a fuck. So like, I just wanted to be real, but real turn. Fucking stressing. I'm fucking suicidal.
But he turned up about
I
it.
don't feel like shit. I just haven't had a fucking hit in 4 years. I've been making music for 4 years. And like, dude, my SoundCloud plays are garbage. I probably had maybe at most 60 plays. I'm just like, I'm a fucking failure. Right? I'm only 21. Like, I have to realize that like I have a long path to go. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, these niggas are popping off. I ain't shit. So I said, fuck it. I wrote it. I was writing a turn ass song with tears falling out my fucking face.
Right.
I was like, fucking.
Where do you think you were when you first started music to where compared to where you are now? How much progress have you made?
Alright, I'll answer. I'm gonna say this first, because I just thought about it. And I said, the greatest irony of being an artist, bro, greatest irony of being an artist, is that you love listening to music. Bro, music is the best shit on earth. But you hate yourself as an artist, bro. That's the greatest irony, because you're like, I ain't shit. But music's the shit, but I ain't shit. Even if you're the shit, even Kendrick Lamar was suicidal, bro. After Good Kid, Mad City, the entire To Pimp a Butterfly was because he was fucking wanted to kill himself. So it's like the greatest irony. We make music that make people feel so great, but we feel awful as shit. You know, I don't want to look at numbers and say, yes, my numbers have increased, therefore I'm better, because that's bullshit, because there's bullshit songs with a lot of plays. So I'll say that it all started off, Willikers, 17 years old. I was with my friend Josh Okea, who's now Chigo Ace, who's very popular, shout out to my nigga, and I'm like, let's do talent show, and we're like, fuck it, we did talent show. It was the best feeling on fucking earth. My rhymes were very lyrical. I had no swagger though. I was very swaggerless. I couldn't even dance, bro. Or Millie Rock, huh? What's that? You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't invented back then, but it was very. I was an awkward teen, dude. Like I'm guilty.
Yeah.
And so we sell chips to fucking buy a studio. We pretend to be like a student body. We say it's for like, oh, it's for senior class, but I lied. I sold it for chips. I started slinging it. We got a little pyramid scheme working, whatever the fuck. I got my money. They told me to stop. I'm like, all right, cool. We got what we need. I got my Focusrite 212, and that gray ass laptop. You remember?
Yeah.
That's my sister's old laptop, and I scrounged up for some Behringer speakers, which I still have, and I fucking love them. And that's it. My studio, I used milk crates or whatever the fuck. I use those crates they use for like fruits, the wood ones.
Yeah.
So I built that, right?
Right.
But you didn't know, yeah. No, from Sam's Club, and I painted them black, but you didn't know that. So, as I'm hood street, but I know how to kind of classy it up. So
you're resourceful though.
I'm fucking resourceful, goddamn. And I started making music. It was super lyrical. I used to actually write down lyrics. I used to write down verbs and it'd be fucking cool word plays and shit like that. And I still think 17-year-old me writes better lyrics than like me now. But I wasn't talking about stuff of content. Like, I really wasn't talking about anything. I sounded smart. I wanted to believe I was smart. I was going through, like, it's really me growing up as an adult. Like, I'm still a fucking kid. I want to be the smartest kid. I want to be the coolest kid. I wanted to rap because, damn, people started noticing me.
Yeah.
That's a fucking fact. One time we were chased by girls because they wanted a shout out in my music video. That was crazy, dude. That would fucking just blow up any fucking teenager's head.
Right, you know.
So like, there's that, right? I'm rapping all lyrical. Look at how smart I am. I'm a very narcissistic dude. I swear to God, I'm the nicest person. I find out years later I'm an asshole, right? So that's kind of my music, if that's the best way to put it. Like, I swear I'm the shit. I dropped this project. Oh fuck, what was it called, bro? God, it's called 141, which is called week 1. Because I made every song.
No, yeah. I remember that project.
I made every song in a day.
A day of the week.
I make one song Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because I literally made them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
From that first project, what was the second project released after that?
That project, absolute flop. I'm not gonna accept that. Next project, I said, let's do more of a guitar, good vibes kind of feel. And I'm trying and struggling to remember the name of that project. And I don't remember it. But that's okay. Because there's only one song that really mattered in that song, and it's called Sunflower. Where I just talked about you are my sunflower. Even when the rain just comes, you're my sunshine. So it's like the first song where I was like, fuck it, why not try singing, right?
Yeah.
Even when the rain just comes, we're gonna be alright, alright. So it was pretty good. People really fucked with it. They didn't really fuck with the other songs, and that's okay. Also a flop. But if anything, I started singing in songs, which was very new to me. I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. I'm not a good singer. I started practicing every day, all the singing tricks, and all that bullshit. So I really wanted to do something. Like, I wanted to at least be moderate at this singing thing. I'm singing now. I have lyrics down. I have no charisma. I have no swagger, and I have no character yet, right? So now I'm really working on that. I'm like, damn, you know, I need to make something that makes me different. I need something that makes me more like fun. Like, I kind of get the other stuff. I talk about stuff that's worth something, but nobody wants to listen to it, and that's a huge problem. So now I'm just like, all right. Then comes my next project, which was the most recent one, which was Spring Sorrows, which I got the best reviews I've ever gotten in my life because I was honest. I was very trappy, which was very easy to do. I was fucking talking about my paranoia that I have with people that I feel like even nobody loves me, even if my family loves me. Like, well, not my whole family, but like my sister would tell me I love me, and people would tell me they love me, and people would tell me they're my friends, but I still, like, I go through this crazy paranoid shit that everyone hates me. Like, it's very annoying to have this paranoia. I go through the suicidal thoughts, and I'm just like, fuck, like this is something that's very real in my life, and I just have to deal with it and accept it and grow with it. I talk about growing up broke as shit. My mom couldn't afford me a cake, so she bought me a cupcake instead and said, I'm sorry, son, this is the best I could do. So I was like, damn, I really just wanted that ice. And then I talk about just drugs and like kind of working with drugs, and I'd be like, the obsession of we have with our drugs, but how good drugs are. Can we talk about how good alcohol is? I mean, drugs are anything that alter your body. So even chocolate is a drug, and it's a good drug. Coffee, lit. You know, I'm not gonna talk about marijuana because it's illegal and kids shouldn't do it. I'm winking underneath these sunglasses. But yeah, and so I'll definitely take I'll take the Fanta. Thanks, bro. So the growth has been lyrics. I started off with lyrics, then I started like, all right, let me try singing a bit. Let me not just rap.
let me not just be a rapper. Let me actually put cadences into it. Then I'm really starting now to work with the idea of creating the character who is Sunny, someone who is I like to have fun and shit like that, like just a charisma. So I'm really building that charisma.
Why the name Sunny? Like all the names you could have chosen, why did you choose the name Sunny, especially for $?
I was like, I like the sun because it gives life and warmth, and that's what I kind of want to do. Like, I really believe if you just talk to me on a regular basis, you'll just notice that I'm kind of done being an asshole. That was really not cool of me. Not cool, bruh. But I just want to be a good person, even though I can still be an asshole, but I really do want to be a good person. I really want to, like, hey, whatever your dream is, bro, chase it, you know. I believe in you. You got this. You have a great day. I'll be telling people shit like that. I really feel like I want to give my energy to people. So that's why it's Sunny, because I just energy, baby.
Why add the $? Instead of an S? You have a $?
Because everyone's Sunny with a $. Everyone's Sunny with a $. I want money. Fuck.
You're right. You're right. Good point. Good point. Where do you picture yourself 7 years from now?
7 years.
Let's break it down. You know what? Let's do 3 years, then 7 years. In 3 years.
3 years, I want my studio. I want it. I want my nice little studio with the glass walls and the fucking 8 speakers, top TV, banging. I don't know what to call the studio. I want artists. I want it to pop off in Dallas. I want it to be the best studio. I want to eat niggas up. I want to have a podcast that's bumping. I want to have the podcast in my studio that I have. I wanted the podcast to be a company. I want my friends to fucking make their own podcast and make branches, and they have their sets of friends and people that follow them. I want to fucking be something in my community. I want to like help people. I want to do a difference and make change, and it's all got to start off somewhere. So I'm starting here today. You and me, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
the podcast is for a reason. The music is for a reason. Just positivity is for a reason, bro.
It's a journey of it. Yeah. And so, you know what? What about 7 years? Say you do eat your studio.
I want to be in fucking Summer Jam. I want to be in fucking... I've already been XXL freshman. I already had one of the best podcasts. Oh, man. Shit, dude, I really want to be popping off as an artist, as a musician. You know, I want to be like, you know, I don't want to be too political, but I want to speak what's honest and what's good. Like, I don't want to be like, hey guys, we're gonna sign this bill where, you know, we're gonna have a tax evasion and we're gonna try. Nah, I just want to fight for what's good. I want to make good music. I want to make good content.
What do you think is your biggest obstacle when pursuing those dreams? What do you feel like is holding you back the most?
Biggest obstacle is my fear.
And what is your fear?
Of mediocrity. Of fear of just being a whack. That my content is whack. That people don't fuck with it and they look at you and be like, he's still doing that music shit? Fear of just being a fucking, you know, those dudes that been in the game for so long and still ain't popped off, and you're just like, yikes.
Who would you say your music is for?
My music is for people who are not confident, who don't fuck bitches daily, who suffer with self-identity, who wish they were more confident, who wish they could be that guy, who were not cool in high school or are not cool in high school. For people like they're not losers, but they're not cool either. They're just like
the outcasts.
It's not even outcasts. It's just people who blend in with everything. You know, like no one really talks bad about you, but no one talks good about you either. Cause that's my biggest fear is just being dead in that middle where it's like you just kind of don't exist. But everyone knows where you are.
You know, what is your opinion about the direction music is taking?
It's branching. The same way that rock branched 40 years ago. Baby boy, it's time for that hip-hop branch. Gold school hip-hop, which is like that Biggie, that Tupac, that New York shit, that Jay-Z shit. Then we got these kids that were the 2000s that, you know, 2000s, bro. We got people who screaming, saying ski, motherfucker. We got so there's that. Then there's this, and then I would say it was Waka Flocka, who then brought this kind of like rap trap scene, like I go hard on the paint, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a party, it's a party, it's a party, right? So he brought this kind of scene in where it's more like a trap influence vibe, and then it was Migos who brought the triplets. Jump out the whip and it's not a party. Triplet. Alright, that's not we go. It's that wasn't very triplet because I switched it up a bit. It's more like motherfucking Versace. Triplet. Alright? So we have triplet flows now, trap influence beats. We're starting to get away from that old school hip hop, which is samples and shit like that. And now people are getting tired of trap because it's so fucking repetitive. It's just like I said, snare on 3, beats on 1 or 4, and then you just have like this. Right? So people are getting tired of that, and now we're having this massive branch. I mean, we're breaking in all kinds of directions.
What do you feel like is the next step? The next
Right now it's
evolution?
punk rock.
Punk rock?
Punk rap. It's punk rap, bro. Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi and 21 Savage and Playboi Carti are just making these lyrics. So think, what is punk rock, bro? Tell me a Ramono song. Do you know the Ramones? Okay, it's very simple. They just have a repetitive song with very simple lyrics. What does that remind you of? Mumble rap.
Yeah.
It's just a better song. I do like beats on mumbles, but it's very simple lyrics, but they're a lot of fun. And that's what Nirvana was. Even though he was one of the best, there's a lot of people who are bad. So that's what punk rock is. Punk rap is essentially, and did you not see the XXL cover?
Oh yeah.
What were they dressed up as? Like punks. Because they know what's up. Who's the crowd they're getting? It's not these hip hop heads no more. It's these kids who feel like they're not a part of society. It's kids who don't blend in. It's kids who want to be themselves. So I love it, but it's not good content, but it promotes a good self-identity. Like Lil Yachty's weird as shit, but he gets to be himself. We would never be able to pull that shit off. Them braids, it'd be cool? No.
Okay. So,
you know what I mean?
What
pros and cons.
What branch, what category do you feel like you're falling under? If you had to, not necessarily label yourself, but if you had to kind of define what you're doing.
I love the energy of punk rock. It's a lot. It's very fast. It's very rapid. It's very dance. You can dance to it. Dance hall is great too. That's popping off right now too. Dance hall rap. Like I'm saying, it's just. People say I miss the old rap, but all genres break off into different branches because it's just like you said, there's a niche of people, and these niche of people are all different from each other. You know, a gangster isn't going to be a nerd. There's nerd rap and there's gangster rap. That's just what it is. Falls under the umbrella. So I love the energy that these kids are bringing in because it's very honest. They're just saying some of the most random shit that like that's not cool to say, but they just said it because it's honest to themselves, like water or like shit like that. So it's funny, it's fun, but then I don't mind doing the lyrics that they do, like talk about bitches and hoes, like I said, because it's also honest about me. But I also want to talk about like real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, in your opinion, what creates a legend?
Being a legend doesn't require you wanting to be a legend. That's really just up to luck and society.
So you feel like it's the timing also?
Nah, I don't think there's no timing to legends. You can't time a legend. You can't time it. Kendrick Lamar is great, but I don't think he hit the M status. I don't think he did. You know, Lil Uzi Vert is legendary, and he's gonna be legendary because he hit everything right. He hit the crowd. He created almost a new style of rap. He's like provocative. He's saying all these things like push me to the edge, all my friends are dead, and he's saying like, and he brought in this like cartoon style rap where like you can now talk like you're in cartoon.
So do you feel like you have reached that level of confidence in your music or not yet?
No. Oh God, dude, I'm telling. I want to hit that confidence in like as soon as possible. I was gonna give you a time, but I want it, but I don't have it. The final part. That shit is bright.
So,
my sunglasses.
We're just gonna do some closing words, some closing information. So, if you had any advice to give to the younger generation, the younger musicians that are just starting to find their passion for music,
Okay.
What do you suggest for them? What was really important for them to know?
Alright, so a lot of niggas are gonna tell you to be yourself. And that's how you're gonna get popular. But it kind of leaves you asking, well, who am I? And that's fucking tough. The best advice that I can say of who you are is that you are, in the best sense, everything that you already are and the infinite possibilities that a human can be. And if that stresses you out, welcome to the real world. I guess the best advice that I can say is that, at the end of the day, people be acting like being yourself is like one thing that's universal. Like, oh, I was born with myself and I must adhere to it. Being yourself means you're doing what you want to do in life. Just don't even look at the internet. So many people are going to tell you every day to kill yourself. And you're going to be like, that doesn't affect me, but it does. Like, just psychology speaking wise, that's going to affect you regardless. So, congrats on being famous. I don't know.
And then one last word
Alright.
for the fans.
For the fans.
Specifically your fans. People that have supported your music and supported your podcast so far. A small following you've amassed.
Crazily, I do have a small following. And thank you guys. Because I would go crazy without y'all. I'm already crazy, but I'd be more crazy. I don't know, like, I hope that I can do some good in this world, man. Like, I don't want to speak like that head-ass bullshit where like, oh, I just want to do good in this world so I can feel good about it. I just dead-ass want you to fucking, I don't know, just ask that girl out that you want to ask out. Or just fucking pass that test, dog. Or whatever it takes, bro. You're not alone. I guess that's why you fuck with me. I don't even fuck with myself. So, appreciate you. Love you, dude. Keep doing your thing. Keep killing the shit out there, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Alright. That's a wrap.
Bro, it's been good. Where my Capri Suns at, bro?
Anyone we're gonna shout out to before we end this video?
Shout out to motherfucking Jives. Shout out to motherfucking Coco. Shout out to motherfucking Zia. Shout out to motherfucking Zalfinity, bro. All these guys out here that really support the dream and shit like that. My family and motherfucking my dogs. Motherfucking squirrels out there. Motherfucking nature. Motherfucking Buddha. Motherfucking politics. I'm just playing. I can just make a whole list all day. I'm good though. I'm fucking sleepy. It's a long ass interview. It's an 8-hour interview. Nigga, damn.
Sunny out.
The game, he's got like 5 tires behind. Why do you have 5 tires in the game, bro? You don't even have a car. You just had tires. What are you, a tire depot? Hey, watch out, bro. You trying to get some rims? $100 each, man. Bruh, come on, bruh. Bruh.
My pops are telling me, why you rapping? You're not even a gangster. Slave to my life, and I know I'm not the master. So many questions with so little answers. Well, one day will I finally get signed, huh? Well, one day will God give me a sign that this the right track, like a train in the sky. I was born in the sky. No one's cared for this guy, but I understand, man. We all got a problem. Problem is that nobody wanna solve them. I don't want you just to sing about me. I don't want you even think about me. If I fall off in peace. But if life is a puzzle, then where is the piece? Did you follow your dream or follow the lead? You are falling behind cause you stopped to believe. I'm not talking to y'all, I'm just talking to